Welcome to the Sing Confidently, Live Creatively podcast, a show to help you build confidence as you start singing, acting, dancing, and being creative again. Hi, I'm Estelle. I'm a singer, actor, performer, and a beginner voice coach who knows how it feels to want to use your God-given creative gifts, but you stay stuck in fear and doubt. The solution is to start building confidence. You have gifts that you need to grow and use and share, and the world is waiting for you. I want to be there with you to help you do that. It's time to live creatively. So without further ado, let's begin. Hello, welcome back to the podcast. I'm so excited that you're here. We're doing our episode a little bit delayed this week. Okay, you guys, life happened. I'm sorry about that, but usually I schedule my episodes ahead of time, but things got a little bit creative. Things got a little bit chaotic, which means I had to get a little bit creative. But I have something I'm really excited to share with you. It's actually a clip from the beta testing of my Sing Confidently course, which is coming out. And so you're going to hear me talking about a really important aspect of building confidence as a singer, which is all about expressing yourself and sharing your voice. And actually, I'm going to give you some practical steps that you can and absolutely should be taking to build confidence as a singer. So I'm really excited for that. So you're definitely going to want to listen in and follow along and be super inspired. I also think that you're gonna, it's gonna really make you excited about the Sing Confidently Masterclass, which is a free masterclass coming exactly a week from today. I'm so excited. It's gonna be the perfect opportunity for you to understand what you actually need to do, not what you think you might need to do, but what you genuinely ought to do to really start building confidence as a singer and a performer. And it's going to literally help you go through the exact steps that you need to take. And we're going to focus in on a really key part as well. And so I can't wait for that. There'll also be time for Q&A, and you can even get some free coaching from me. So make sure that you sign up at creativelybyestelle.com/masterclass so that you don't miss out. It is a free class and you will start building confidence as a singer and performer. I really invite you to just go ahead and join creativelybyestelle.com/masterclass. And the link is in the show notes as well. Make sure that you sign up. All right, I can't wait to see you there. And without further ado, let's get into the episode. This is what is possible when you put yourself out there, right? You can tell stories. You get to have fun and be creative with how you utilize your voice in different genres of music. You can use more breath in this area to soften it a little bit and to really connect with the audience on a deeper level. Or you can, bring out some more power, a more powerful sound because you want them to pay attention, right? And this is just the beauty of once you have gotten to know your voice, you've practiced your voice, and now you get to go and share something with other people to connect with them, to empower them, to encourage them, to inspire them, to make them think. So many reasons that we express ourselves musically. And so I want us to look at what are the different options that we have as aspiring singers, as people who are ready to sing with confidence. What are the ways that we can actually actively put ourselves out there and starting right now, start taking courageous action to share our voices, to express our voices. And we are going to get into those options, those opportunities that we might have in the workbook. And then we're gonna wrap up with a quick activity that's gonna be fun, and also some important points to think about when we are approaching performances. So let me share my screen one more time because I'm gonna share it so I can go along with you in the workbook. So where we are now is we're talking about, here we go. We're talking about in-person performance opportunities. Okay, we are taking courageous action today, this week. We are all doing it together. So what are some in-person performance options that we actually have? Because not all of us are going to be performing in the Tonys, this week, like Cynthia Erivo in the video that we watched, or on the Jimmy Fallon's show, like Maggie Rogers in the other video, right? And also just a note here that these performances will be in the Facebook group, and so I'd love for you to just feel free to go and watch them. I'll link them in the Facebook group. You can go and watch them anytime and just think about what are some things that you can learn from these performances. And you can also add in your own artists. Go look up your own favorite artists that you have that you love to listen to. Go and look up a performance of theirs, administration of theirs, some sort of video of them singing live, and see how they connect to the song. See how they're expressing their voice, and listen and pay attention and think about what are a few words that come up when I think about this performance, and how does this relate to what I can do and how I can apply it in my own expression of my voice. So that's something that everyone can do, not necessarily a homework task, but something that we can all do to apply what we're learning. But when it comes to performance options, we have a lot of opportunities in this day and age. So on one hand, there are in-person performance options, and on the other hand, there are virtual performance options, and we can take advantage of both, and we should, because like I said, it's not about becoming confident before you put yourself out there. No, it's the opposite. It's about, of course, preparing ahead of time, which is why that's why we didn't just jump into expressing your voice first and foremost, even though it's a fun thing to do. We want to be on stage, but we can't just start there. We want to start with knowing your voice and practicing, because that's the preparation, so that you can then have that certain level of comfortability putting yourself out there. But you won't feel completely confident before you start to express your voice all the time. What you will do is that you will take actionable steps of courage. And so we need to figure out where are the places that we can actually put ourselves out there. So when it comes to in-person performances, we can do open mic nights, right? Those are available in so many cities, so many areas in the US, in the UK, wherever anyone is listening or watching this from, like, we can all find opportunities to perform at like local coffee shops or open mic night events, or you could even host one of your own. Like, if you are not seeing there are any spaces for people to come and share poetry or share songs, share music, then you can say, okay, I would love to ask this coffee shop owner, hey, can we host an open mic night here? That would be such a fun idea. Pitch it to them. Or maybe you want to say, at your church, okay, I would love for us to like invite like people to come and share like poetry or Bible verses that mean something to them, and just create the space where people can open up and maybe they can share songs as well. So you can create open mic nights yourself, right? There you go. But there are also a lot of them around you that you might not even know about. There are also local community choirs. There are community theaters. Again, these are things you can just look up in your area. And there are also church choirs, etc. So in addition to that, there's also like karaoke bars or karaoke restaurants, places that you can go and just do karaoke, right? There you go. You can sing there. And also, so I said community choirs, but even just like places like nursing homes, they're always, or like hospitals, they're always, a lot of the times are always open to, volunteers who would like to come and sing music for the elderly, and that's a great way to serve your community. It's a great way to put yourself out there in front of people who could really use the healing power of music, right? And so those are just a few options of in-person performance opportunities, ways to express yourself and inspire and help other people, right? And then there's also just like singing with your friends and family, like finding a friend that you trust or a group of friends that you're like, you know what, they're always encouraging, they're always supportive. Like, let me gather them together and say, hey, I want to do like a little singing night with you guys. Like, come to my house, come to my apartment. I'll have some snacks, and we will, sing together, and I'm going to sing something for you guys, something like that. Or for your family, if you feel comfortable, like being like, okay, we're doing a movie night tonight, and then afterwards I'm going to serenade you all with a song that I'm working on, like literally there are people all around you who, all of our lives are made better by beautiful entertainment. We love to go and watch a movie together, go watch concerts. And so like you can be that entertainment for the people around you, And so that's just a creative, like out of the box way to say, what, no matter what, I'm going to perform this week. Even if it's just for two friends, like you're going to watch me perform. And that's a great way to put yourself out there. And so these are some performance opportunities. Now, I want you to just take a couple seconds, a couple of minutes to just think whichever one jumps out to you the most. And just like don't overthink it, just write it down. Just choose one that resonates with you and write it in your Yes, right in your workbook. Princess, you said, I love serenading my friends even when they don't want it. Yes, that's me with my family. My parents know. I've been that way since I was young. Me and my sisters, that's what we do. So I mean, hey, that's why they're your friends, okay? They're here for you. So yeah. And there you go. That's a great opportunity to perform, just even with your friends. Like, that is a performance if you see it that way. So, write down something that really resonates with you that you're like, I want to try this. This is something I like. Yes, family too. Absolutely. Family, that one is a guarantee. They're just going to have to deal with that, you know? Yeah. All right. So, I'll give you a second to write down whichever one resonated with you the most. It's not like you have to do that one thing, but just, write it down. All right. Now we're going to go to the virtual options. Another one, another great thing about this day and age is that we have phones, we have laptops, we have YouTube, we have Instagram, we have TikTok. So you can post singing covers online. These are virtual performance options that may feel a little bit safer, but also may feel scarier on the other hand, just depending on where you are and the kind of person that you are. So you can post singing covers. So this is a cover of a song that is already released. Maybe that is well known, or maybe that is not well known, but you really like it. And you can just record yourself singing the entire song or a clip of the song. It doesn't need to be the whole song. It could be a verse and a chorus, or just a chorus. And you can post it in a Facebook group. You can go to the Performing Arts Community, which is our free Facebook group here in our community, at the Creatively Performing Arts Studio. You can go to the Performing Arts Community. You can go to Instagram. It can be on your Instagram stories or your Instagram feed, or both. It could be in a reel on Instagram. It could be just a story with your closest friends. You don't have to share it with everyone. It can just be a few select friends, and you're like, maybe you can't gather all of them in person, like the in-person option said, but you're like, you know what? I'm going to share myself singing this song I really love, and I'm going to put it in my stories for 24 hours just for the closest friends, just for 5, 6, 10, 12 of your closest friends, however many they are. And you can even choose to select certain people or deselect certain people when you share to your Instagram stories. I believe it's still that way. So that's for Instagram. And same thing with Facebook stories as well. You can do it in that same way. TikTok. I did not spell that properly on this workbook here, but I'll edit that. But TikTok is another great way to share your voice virtually. You can post covers to TikTok. It's short form. No one expects more than like a super long video anyway, so that's a great place. And then YouTube. If you want to share a full singing cover, go for it. Post it on YouTube because it will be longer, and people are watching for longer oftentimes. So YouTube is a great space to share full singing covers. I've done that myself. I've done all these options personally. So I'm not telling you to do something that I haven't done myself. I've done all these options, and they're great ways to just put yourself out there and, see who's inspired, see who's encouraged, get feedback from people in your community. And with YouTube, you can do long form videos, and you can also do YouTube shorts, which are like reels on Instagram, or like TikToks that are shorter. So those are some of your virtual performance options. Another one of your virtual performance options is to send a singing cover. So you've done your cover video of a song. And I'm saying singing covers because you may or may not be a songwriter, but if you have your own music, you have your own songs, just sing your own songs, and that's great too. Or write a song and sing it. There you go. But you can record yourself singing just on your video camera on your phone, and you can send it to a couple family members or friends and just say, hey, I just thought this would encourage you today, and send them a video of you singing something that is inspiring or beautiful or whatever it is. Or just say, hey, I'm working on growing as a singer, and I'd love to just share this with you. Thanks for your support. Anything like that. Like, that's the people in your lives are great people to perform for, because you know that they're going to love you no matter what. And I know that you're going to be amazing anyway, but as we are building confidence in our singing voices, it kind of feels good to have people who you know will support you and really will encourage you in that journey. So sharing with your family and friends, if putting it out on TikTok or out on social media seems a bit too big of a jump for you, you still want to push yourself to take action courageously. So you definitely want to do something. But if you kind of want to take a little bit of a smaller step, then sending it out to some family members and friends might feel a little bit easier without, while also still being a good challenge for you. So that is the second option. All right, so I want you to choose one of these that resonates with you as well. I'll give you a second to choose whichever one you like best and write it down. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode and to this show. I'm so in awe of you for being here and showing up for your creative gifts. That takes courage. Don't forget to join the Performing Arts community on Facebook for support and inspiration as you continue on your journey. If this episode helped or inspired you in any way, please leave a review on Apple Podcasts and share it with someone. It means so much. Thank you again, and don't forget to keep singing, acting, dancing, performing, and living creatively. Talk to you next time.